Canada, Pierre Poilivevre. Welcome back to the show.
Great to be with you, and Merry Christmas to you and your viewers.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. Before we get started, I just want to set the table for our conversations. Canadians are very familiar with your messaging, and obviously it's working for you. You're enjoying a 20-point lead in the polls.
He may be
but
the
what
governor.
I'm not familiar with, what Canadians aren't as familiar with, is your relationship with the incoming President Donald Trump. How would you describe your relationship with him right now?
Watch this guy in
I don't have one
Parliament
right now because I'm not the Prime Minister. I've been very conscientious about putting the country first and avoiding dividing the message. So that said, I have the strength and the smarts to stand up for this country. And my message to incoming President Trump is that first and foremost, Canada will never be the 51st state of the U.S. We have a heroic history, a great people, and a very proud future ahead of us. And the president has raised concerns about our border and the government's destruction of our military. Well, we should reinforce our border to stop fentanyl, guns, stolen cars, not just for President Trump, but for our own people after 9 years of TRUDEAU losing control of the border. And we need to rebuild our military to protect our continent and our country against Chinese and Russian submarines and spy balloons, terrorists, and other risks, and to rebuild that military with a warrior culture, not a woke culture. Finally, on the trade issue, what I'd say to President Trump is, look, yeah, we have a trade surplus with you, but that's because we're basically donating you our raw materials and letting American workers profit from $100 billion of underpriced Canadian oil and gas.
They're taking it already from us, from Canadians. They've been doing that for a long time. They may as well become one.
That's why we'll repeal all the insane
will prosper
anti-energy and anti-resource laws the NDP Liberals have passed, so we can liquefy, upgrade, and transport our own natural resources and bring powerful paychecks home for our people.
What would your approach then be, Mr. Poilivevre? Would it be more like Premier Ford, who says, look, retaliatory measures, we're going to turn out the lights if you can't negotiate with us fairly? Or would it be more like Premier Smith, who's saying, look, whatever you need at the borders, we'll even make our own security team if it will help with tariffs? Which approach seems more fitting with yourself?
Look, President Trump is a deal maker. He's became a highly successful billionaire in the most ruthless real estate market in the world, New York. So he wants a deal, and my belief is that he wants America to win. There's no question. But I want to show him that Canada can win at the same time. He will put America first.
Big time. It's over.
I will put Canada first, which is new and different. And I believe that we have overlapping interests and values. And I can say to the president, look, if we get richer in Canada because of our trade with you, we'll have a bigger, stronger military that protects your northern flank. We'll buy more of your goods, and we'll supply you with the strategic minerals you need to secure America.
If they need them, they're just going to come and take them like they always have. It's got to become one country now.
First,
there's no other way to do
this. Both sides of the border.
You people all had your chances, and you all messed up the country.
Common sense with the Conservatives. Okay? Common sense, if you're looking south of the border, would say maybe don't put 25% tariffs on your largest trading partner.
That's right.
Tell me more.
That's not common sense. Like I said, I'm Canada first. I'm going to be fighting for our country. And that includes things I will do here. You know what else doesn't make sense? The tariff that Trudeau and the NDP Liberals are imposing on Canada, called the carbon tax. They plan to quadruple it to 61 cents a litre. Can you imagine Donald Trump sitting in the Oval Office calling our businesses saying, hey, you want to get out of this carbon tax? Drive 50 kilometers to the south. You can work and drive your trucks and operate your factories with no carbon tax. And where other taxes are going down, it will be
not what he's going to say. The best thing for him to say is Canada become
leaving
the
our
51st state. And there's nothing that you or anybody can do about it.
Other taxes,
you are all weak.
Permits, unleash mining, pipelines, and other major projects to bring home production and paychecks to Canada. And that's what I mean when I say
we need American money now. That's it. It smells better.
When we take a look at trade, for example, just so I get a clearer picture of what it is that you were wanting and willing to negotiate with him. Part of negotiating any deal are two things.
Going
one,
down because
what
of
are your
all
non-negotiables? And two, what are the pressure points?
Take.
So what pressure points will you press on America to bring out a good deal for Canada, Canada first? And what are your non-negotiables for this country?
Useless. We need a proper businessman
our
to take over
non-negotiables is that I have to
because
put our
Canada
country
is a
first,
business
and
as
I'll
well
never
as the United
sacrifice
States. It's
our
all a
interests
corporation.
for any other country in the world.
What about immigration?
Oh, well, we have, like, even Justin Trudeau's immigration minister admits that our immigration is out of control. Last year, we brought in
it's obviously
1.2
out of
million
control.
people, and
What about
the number
the
of doctors
illegals?
in Canada actually went down.
You guys are all paying for
And so
everything.
forget whether Donald Trump likes our
Free for
policy.
all.
Justin Trudeau's total reckless incompetence, supported by all Liberal MPs, has caused complete chaos. He's lost control of the border, lost control of immigration, lost control of spending, debt, and inflation. We need a prime minister with the brains and backbone to take it.
We don't need a prime minister. We need a president.
Border, spending, housing costs, crime, and drugs. And that's why
You're
we
not
need
going to bring down
to
the
enact
housing
the
costs.
tax
How are you going
election
to
as
do
soon as
that?
possible.
Oh,
Sorry, and
put
again,
down
your
the cost for a new
non-negotiables
house?
and the pressure
What about
points
the
you're
old
willing to
houses
push.
right now? What about the rent? How are you going to bring that down? You own the buildings, don't you? And you're charging people probably $2,500 a month for a one-bedroom yourself. You're two-faced as well, just like Trudeau.
Because our interests are aligned.
Like I was saying, Pierre Poilivevre is the same as everyone else. He was in charge under Hyper. What can he do? Okay, nothing. What has he been doing in Parliament? Nothing. They all just take from the country, these people. That's all they ever do. And that's all they're ever going to do. We need a proper businessman, like I was saying. There's nothing else we can do about it. Can't stop what's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's all part of the plan. These people aren't part of the plan. They're over. They're the ones that are making stuff happen, but they'll be discarded, okay? Just like a lot of us. Things are over here. It's got to be a change. No more free-for-all. No more freeloaders. You don't work, you don't eat. That's plain and simple. Done. Peace, everybody.